Happy Friday, everybody. It's March 20th, and it's 200 days, no subs for me. We do recover by the grace of God. It don't matter what y'all going through. Just give it to God. Stop worrying about it and pray about it. Like, I got a phone call. My probation officer called me last night and said, you got to come in today and take a drug test. So I'm about to go take a drug test. And I'm 100% sober. I'm 200 days off of subs today. But I still get nervous. So don't worry. I had to pray about it. I had to give the worry to God, the anxiety to God. Because for so many years, it hit me today. You know, I've been on probation on and off my entire life. My juvenile, adult life, on parole, everything, you know, on and off most of my whole life. Not most of my whole life, for real. So I never cared. I used to always be dirty. I was always just one drug test away from going to jail, and I never cared. That's why I've been in and out the system my whole life. And since I gave my addiction to God, He took it away from me. This is the first time in my life that I rode by the probation officer earlier going to the job. I had to go I got my own business, LLC, a handyman business, and I help my best friend with a tree service, and I do a little bit of whatever pays the bills. So I was riding by the probation officer and the probation office earlier, and I was thinking, I was at the traffic light right there by, and I was like, man, you know, my entire life, I was just been out of control. You know, I never cared about violating. I never cared about going to jail. I never cared about catching a case. I never cared. Like, I was always on go. You know what I'm saying? And for once in my life, God turned a lesson into a blessing for me. Since I've been on probation, I've hit over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. I'm about to hit my 4,000 watch hours so I can get monetized. And all this because I got put on probation and I gave it to God. And He took the addiction, the anger, all the negative thinking, everything I thought I had control of my entire life. It was out of control. And since I've gave my life to Christ, He's opened my eyes. Like in the Bible when it talks about Saul before he become Paul, and he covered his eyes for 3 days. And it's like my eyes have been covered my entire life. And I've just now got my eyes open to be able to see. And it's an amazing feeling. And if y'all haven't gave your life to Christ, it'd be the best decision you've ever done in your life. We're in the end times. Right now, it's the end times in Revelations. And come on, man. Don't take my word for it. Do some research. It will blow your mind how many other revelations is coming true and has came true and in the near future will come true. It's mind-blowing. And it's just facts. It's God telling us. He gave us the Bible. Everyone's like, oh, it's just a book. No, it's 66 books combined into a Bible. Wrote over hundreds of years, separated, but everything flows together like it was written by the same author, because it was Jesus Christ. He was the author. There was a lot of writers, but there was only one author. Just a little food for thought. And like I said, I gotta go see my probation officer. I'm a little nervous, and I got the butterflies and stuff. I ain't doing nothing wrong, but that shall too pass. They say, like, when I get there, it ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm just there. It's part of life. But coming up to it is because it's always been that big of a deal to me, because I've always, like, if I'm going to the probation office, I'm probably going to jail. There's a good possibility I'm going to have to run out of there. You know what I'm saying? Foot pursuit if things don't go the way it's supposed to. And because, funny story, when I got sentenced to 60 months, 5 years in Florida State Prison, and I did 51 on 60. And I had 9 months CRD. They call it CRD, but it's really parole because I don't care who you are. I have violated CRD, and the paperwork they gave me when I went back to prison was violation of parole. So you can call it what you want. So, when I did 51 months in DOC, I got out. I did 8 months, 27 days. I was 3 days. I was getting off 3 days early because Monday was a holiday and it was Saturday and Sunday. So I was getting off on a Friday. So I went in there to sign my release paperwork. And soon as I walked in, I've been using the Whizzinator the whole time. Last time I was on parole, I had the Whizzinator 2000, whatever it was called. I had that and I was using it every time. But she told me the only thing she couldn't waive was my drug test. So I had to pay those in full to be able to get the rest of my cost of care waived. So she did that. And so I kind of knew I didn't have no more drug tests. So I go in and sign release paperwork. She said, you got to take this drug test. And I don't got no money to pay for it. And you know what I'm saying? So I already kind of know like something's funny. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in there and be like, I can't use the bathroom. I need some water. Soon as they ain't paying, boom. You know what I'm saying? That's the play in my head. So soon as I go in there, I try and I say, ma'am, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was like, sir, I can't because I have a female, but it was a male in there. I was like, I can't. And next thing you know, the door swung open and a couple sheriffs came in and cuffed me up. And they hit me with a new charge, but it violated my parole. And I'm laughing because I thought, all right, I had 3 days left. I'm going to get out Monday on the parole violation. I'll bond out on the new case. Come on, man. Green case, going back to DOC for 9 months. And then I did like 8 months and some days in DOC. And then they emergency released me with like 2 weeks CRD again. That shit crazy, ain't it? But that was like the last time I was on papers. I took papers like 2 years ago. I was in the county jail and I caught other cases, but they haven't caught up to me. You know what I'm saying? I was waiting to be hit with a warrant, the Capias warrant. And so I take probation, but I don't take it to get off. You know, that's another funny story. My PO she hit me with when the first time I went to register for probation, she said, oh, I see last time for probation, you didn't even check in. Are we going to have a problem this time? I said, well, ma'am, you see last time I didn't check in. I'm here, right? If I wasn't going to do it, I wasn't going to show up. Most of the time, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I'm rocking. Especially at this time of my life, it's either I'm all in or I'm all out. And I'm all out. And my life has changed so much. People, places, and things. That's the biggest thing. Since I started going to church, and they started having a little Bible study on Sundays, I started going to the Bible study after church. Man, and it was crazy because my best friend, we grew up in the streets together. We've been to prison. We've been to the same prison, 2 or 3 different camps on 2 or 3 different prison bids. Come on, man, y'all ain't hearing me. My best friend I was in the streets with my entire life. We've been in and out of prison together, and now we are both 100% sober. He's been sober and on his journey a lot longer than me. But for us, I was sitting over there this morning with him, and it brought me to tears. You know what I mean? I was like, brother, we made it. We made it, you know, because it's crazy. Out of all of our friends and family and stuff, you know, it's rough out here in the streets. And for somebody that you know, you've been to prison with, you've been in the streets your whole life, and for you to give it up, that's powerful, and it's by the grace of God. Y'all ain't hearing me, man. You can change. It's never too late. It's always the perfect time to start. And once you start, there's no reason to stop. Just keep moving forward. You will see the miracles happen in front of your eyes. It's mind-blowing, life-changing. Take it from my experience. I never thought none of this would be possible. I'm from the city. You know what I'm saying? I'm from a little projects in Central Florida. You know what I'm saying? And from the streets, from the trailer park. Yeah, we live by the coast, but I'm from the trailer park. And I have my own business now. My own truck, crew cab, F-250. My own work trailer. Come on, man. Stop playing. Work just keeps calling. And all this is because I'm sober, doing the next right thing. And YouTube is taking off. Thank you, Jesus. It's all glory goes to God. None of this is me. If I'm left to my own doing, I end up in prison. I end up strung out. And if you're in the same boat, can't get right, nothing's ever working, maybe you should change what you're doing. Dang. That's hard to swallow. You mean what I've been doing? I keep getting the same results. I want different results, but I don't want to change what I'm doing. Man, think about that for a minute. How will that ever work? You keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. Just a little food for thought, man. The best decision I ever made in my life was give my life to Christ. He took the worry, the anxiety, the frustration, the anger, the lust, just all the worldly things, thinking I need stuff. Like I always thought I had to be wearing designer. Don't get me wrong, I got a closet full of designer because of the old me, which is dead and gone. It just blows my mind because when you give your life to Christ, you become a new being. You're born again. And the hardest thing for me to let go was music. Music was the hardest thing to let go, and it's still hard. I still fight with everything, worldly things. It's a fight every day. But the biggest key is to never give up. If you slip up, keep moving forward. Dust yourself off and keep moving. Don't beat yourself up. God ain't holding it against you. Don't hold it against yourself. Repent, give it to God, and move forward. Just a little food for thought. And sometimes it's a battle 24/7. Like my thoughts, that's my biggest problem is my own thoughts. See something on TV, you see something that just triggers, or you're just sitting there thinking, because an idle mind is a devil's workshop. That's why you always got to try to be doing something positive, productive. That's why I really enjoy the live streaming now. If y'all haven't, check it out and go back and watch some of my live streams. And if you see me on, check out my gameplay. I really enjoy it. And thanks for all the support from everybody. It blows my mind. But all this is possible from Jesus Christ. He saved me. He wants me to get this message out. We do recover by the grace of God. It's not your own doing. You have to have willpower and strength, but you get all that through Christ. Because if you had it in yourself, you'd already be doing it. Come on, man. You wouldn't be in the situation you are. You wouldn't have got strung out to begin with if you had enough strength to say no. So you have to find strength through Jesus. If you're losing, you can't get it. If you can't get it, if you keep trying, you keep failing, give it to God. Come on, man. Y'all ain't hearing me. What you got to lose and you got everything to gain. Trust me, I'll be 40 in a couple months. And I thought I had it under control my entire life. And I've been fumbling the ball. Since I gave it to Christ, come on, man. He been having me just run to the end zone. Run to the end zone. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. And that's not me. That's God. Just a little food for thought, man. The best thing you can do is stop worrying about your problems and start praying about it. I don't know, I gotta get ready to go to probation. I just want to drop a few lines and let y'all know, man, I appreciate the support. Thank each and every one of y'all. And it does get greater later. We do recover. So no matter what y'all going through, hit your knees and pray. Just a little food for thought. If things ain't been working your way with what you've been doing, try something different. Y'all have a blessed day.